Welcome to Absolutely Marvel in DC. My name's Benny. That is Dan. That is Dylan. And today I'm going to blow their and your minds. They don't know why I've summoned them here to the Hall of Theory Crafting for Loki. Okay, so I got into a huge argument with a ton of our fans over at our Discord, which you should go check out. But because all the fans want me to admit that it was Kang at the end of Loki.
Which it was.
Okay. No, I'm going to tell you why it isn't. Okay?
Okay. Tell me why.
Because I'm sticking to this until somebody says that was Kang in the show.
They did though. They cast him in the Ant-Man movie.
No, because in my theory works. Why that isn't. Okay, so, ready? Okay, hold on. I need the whiteboard right now so I can just do like sticky.
Hold on.
Fair.
Let me run over real quick.
So first off, my theory is going off a couple things here. First off, they had two opportunities to name drop Kang, and they chose not to, okay? Mm-hmm. So right off the bat, I found something was weird. This made my brain move. The wheel got on the mouse got on the wheel, and it was running in circles, okay? I was like, why wouldn't they name drop Kang? Then the guy who wrote the score said I was going to name this one Kang the Conqueror, but they told me not to. I named it TVA. So the TVA theme was originally going to be the Kang theme, but once again, they said not to do it, okay? All right? So, here we go.
Such a simple reason for that, but continue.
They didn't want to name drop Kang, okay? Then Kate Herron, the director, came out and said, he who remains is not Kang. He is a variant of Kang. Now that got me thinking. Hold on, that got me thinking. What is a variant? What is a variant, okay? A variant would be a deviation from the sacred timeline, someone who's off of it, which means that there has to be an original who's in the sacred timeline. For Loki, the original's the one that died at the end of Endgame or Infinity War, whichever one he died in, right? So meaning that the Loki that we have in the show is not the original. Using that logic, Sylvie is also a Loki from a deviating timeline, but she chose to rename herself to Sylvie. Now, using the logic that we didn't want to drop the name of Kang and that variants can rename themselves, I propose that was, in fact, Nathaniel Richards, a.k.a. he who remains at the end of the timeline.
Kang?
Hold on.
Kang's real name.
Hold on. I'm proposing it's Nathaniel Richards, not Kang, not Immortus, not Ramatut, none of those guys, okay?
Iron Lad.
I propose that he who remains is the original, and the original is Nathaniel Richards. And in the variations, a variant of Nathaniel Richards will take the name of Kang, meaning Kang is a variant of Nathaniel Richards, so that the one that we saw in the show in the sacred timeline is not Kang, is the original. And that Kang is the variant that will be born, just like Immortus, Ramatut, all of them. And that the Kang and Ant-Man and Wasp 3 Quantumanium is the variant who decides to go, I don't like Nathaniel, I'm Kang. And therefore, the guy in the show is not Kang.
I didn't know you were such a sore loser. Like, I knew you were a sore loser, but I didn't know you were such a sore loser. You just took like 3 minutes to say it's not Kang, but it's Kang.
It's not Kang, but Kang will be a variation of this guy, okay?
Okay, listen, all you did was explain the character of Kang. The point of Kang is that there are many different versions of him that are at odds with each other, and some of them don't call each other Kang.
Right, but the one at the end of the show is not Kang. It is not a variation of Kang. Kang is a variation of him. That is where you're missing missing my point.
If we're talking about the guy, because technically Kang was at the end of the show, he was the statue. And it was quite literally Kang the Conqueror. So the show still technically had Kang.
Variant. Well, that one was Kang.
By Benny's logic, they didn't name him at all. That could have just been a guy who looked like that guy.
Thank you, Dylan.
Shut up.
Don't give him that, Dylan. Don't give him that.
So my theory is that it is not Kang and will never be Kang because the original is He Who Remains.
How do you know that's the original? That's the original that won the war to create his own sacred timeline. He could always be a variant that decided to make the timeline that Kang is the original, and that he decided, you know what, I don't want to be called Kang anymore. I am he who remains.
Straws, Dan. You're just making no sense now, Dan.
I do love how, like, because that is just Kang's character in the comics. Like, for those that don't know, in the comics, he does go, like, the Nathaniel Richards is Immortus, he's Kang the Conqueror, he's Iron Lad, he's all these different, like versions of himself from different time periods that have different agendas. Like, for example, like, the two most drastic ones is, like, Kang the Conqueror is the one who wants to conquer, like, all of time and planets and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then there's Iron Lad, who's, like, a young Avenger who hates Kang and wants to do everything to stop him. And, like, those two different things there. So, I don't know, you want to put your foot in the sand and say that guy was Iron Lad instead because he wanted to stop Kang?
Yep, sure, whatever. All that matters is it's not Kang. It was not Kang, and it will not be Kang. Just because we have the actor does not make it Kang in this universe.
Didn't they confirm that it was...
Hold on. I have more evidence of this. I have more evidence, Dan. I haven't pulled this one out yet because the video has to be 10 minutes.
I mean, I was going to... Okay.
Ralph Boner is not Quicksilver. He is a because the original's Pietro, and then there's Ralph Boner. It's a variant.
Explain it. He's not a variant. They explained all that.
No, it's a variant of Quicksilver.
No, he's just a guy.
So would you tell me that Ralph Boner's going to become Quicksilver?
No, that's completely different.
No, it's
the
not.
The whole point was
not.
that okay, you know what? Sure, Benny.
You just did the WandaVision recap. How do you... That was just Agatha Harkness and Wanda doing goofy stuff to that guy.
But it's the same actor. By your guys' logic, that Jonathan Majors is Kang. Yes.
He literally says, I've gone by many names, one of which is Conqueror.
Yeah.
But he did not say Kang.
Oh, God. Oh, so right. He's Jimmy the Conqueror. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
I win. That's all that matters.
Local man who doesn't understand subtext thinks he's right.
Isn't that like 90% of the internet? I mean,
yes. Solid point.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I just can't. There's nothing here that I can.
Do you have a counterpoint? Can you deny
my counterpoint is watch the show. Have some common sense. Look, I'll give it to you. The thing I will agree with is that they did not say the name Kang in the show.
Yes, they did not because it's not Kang.
That is a fact. I can't refute that. However, all evidence other than that is stacked against you in this fact.
So Ralph Boner is the exact same guy as Quicksilver.
No.
Yes? By your logic.
Benny's trying to find the hay in the needle stack right now is what he's doing.
Benny, I need you to walk me through how you got there.
Got to Ralph Boner is not Quicksilver?
Yes.
Because he's not Quicksilver. Unless he becomes Quicksilver. Right. So if he's not, then Quicksilver. The multiverse exists, man. Do you think the X-Men universe doesn't exist?
What?
Disney owns
Where
Fox.
are we going now?
They own the Fox X-Men universe, which therefore means Quicksilver in the Fox universe now exists in the greater MCU as a whole. But we were introduced to a different character known as Ralph Boner. Now, Ralph Boner is not Quicksilver. We've established this. It was a manipulation by Agnes Harkness. Now, because of that implies one actor can play the superhero version and the random guy in a town. If that is allowed, we can have Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and Wasp, and we can have He Who Remains in Loki, and they are in fact separate characters.
You know, I actually can't argue that because Captain America is also the Human Torch. So.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask that as well. But also, like you just saying that the guy at the end, the physical guy at the end of Loki episode 6 being a different character than the Kang we're going to see in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes,
that is the point.
Right.
You're not wrong.
And his name is not Kang.
That doesn't mean they're both not Kang. Especially when you're saying that they're just both called Nathaniel Richards. Yeah, that's their name.
Is Nathaniel Richards Kang, or is Kang Nathaniel Richards? It's a loop, my friend.
Exactly. So if it's a loop, hold on. You just said it's a loop. If it's a loop, then they're both the same character, which means that he is Kang.
So wait. Are we establishing now that Nathaniel Richards is different from Immortus, Rama Tut, and Kang, or they're all one guy? So you could go to Kang.
They're all the same guy. That's the point.
So then why don't you go to Kang and be like, well, he's Immortus? No, you're like, it's Kang. Kang is not the original.
No, you
Kang
can.
is a variant.
Who said you couldn't? Iron Lad is Kang. They're all Kang. That's
technically they're all variants. There's no such thing as an original.
My point is they're all not Kang. They're all Nathaniel Richards.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this. Is Captain America Nomad or no?
Is Captain America Nomad?
Yes. Would you say that Captain America is,
I would say Steve Rogers is Nomad.
But Nomad and Captain America are not the same character?
It's about the wording, because the wording's how I win this argument.
That's what I'm trying to say, is it's all semantics. It doesn't matter.
Nathaniel Richards is Immortus. Nathaniel Richards is Rama Tut. Nathaniel Richards is Kang the Conqueror. And Nathaniel Richards is He Who Remains. But Kang is not Nathaniel Richards or Immortus. Kang is a variant of Nathaniel Richards.
How do you know that guy's Nathaniel Richards? They never said that.
Okay. He Who Remains is Immortus. He Who Remains is
How do you know that? They never said those names.
And technically, that's not even a name.
Just admit that I'm right, Dylan.
A statement.
Just admit it. He is and we can end this video.
I will admit no such thing. Also, I want to the simple earlier you cited the guy, the composer, naming the theme song or whatever TVA instead of Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Hey, the reason that it's not named Kang the Conqueror is maybe because they didn't want that to leak.
Yeah, maybe it's a spoiler.
Yeah, like Sylvie's name being leaked in the credits.
Yeah.
Oops.
No, it's He Who Remains.
Plus, didn't they just release like a new poster for Loki that says it's Kang recently?
Wait,
no, did they?
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure that Marvel tweeted out.
Oh my god!
Using him.
If that is true, that'll be the greatest finale to this video ever.
He does have a character poster. Let me see if it says Kang on
I don't know if it says Kang, but I know they released a poster of him.
It says He Who Remains.
Does it say He Who Remains? Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm right!
No.
I am right!
I don't think you're right. I guess time will. Well, here's the thing, right? Is like it's like simulation theory. You can't disprove him because he, unless they physically go back and recut the episode for him to say, "My name is Kang, hello," and then wink at the camera. Benny will always be able to say some bullshit that makes him right.
I mean, you know what? Who knows? I mean, we'll get a Game of Thrones moment where they go in and remove the Starbucks cup, but in this case, it's them going, okay, and now on his desk is a little thing that says Kang the Conqueror.
Great.
It's actually the Conqueror, Kang.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is I am right, and Disney Plus continues to prove me right.
Continues to prove things ambiguous. Also, they released a poster, and it says He Who Remains because, wouldn't it be a spoiler? And it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's entirely a spoiler. But anyway, this was a fun little video.
No one's right.
No, I'm right. I'm right.
This, you know what this makes me feel? This is kind of like if Benny was arguing about Captain Lex being John Henry Irons or whatever
he hasn't seen
prior to see it, but he's arguing that no, it's Captain Lex.
It's true.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's goofy video. I had to get this video out so you could all continue to argue with me on Discord because you still will. I ended the last argument unless you give me hard evidence, I'm not wrong. And he's like, no, it's Kang. And I'm like, you have nothing to disprove me.
Just wait till next season comes out and someone's gonna go, ha ha! It was.
Yeah, this is why we have a court system so that a jury of 12 people can decide that you're wrong. Instead,
I got two of you, and neither one of you could do it.
Okay. Well, there's also no judge here. We have to convince a judge.
Yeah, let's get Andy in the picture.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's a fun little shenanigans. I will stick to my guns on this until someone. And for the record, I don't care. It has to be published. It has to be in the show. It has to be in the show. All right. The directors don't have to be like it's a different version for Kang. That's not Kang. None of that matters. Even if it helps me, like the Kate Herron statement. Anyway, absolutely Marvel at DC. I'm Benny. That is Dan, and that is Dylan. We'll see you next time right here.